This is Tee to Green, Central Ohio's premier golf show, presented by X Golf. Now here's your host, recipient of the Lifetime Achievement Award by the Southern Ohio PGA of America and Hall of Fame, the Fan's own Skip Mosick.
And hi again, everyone. Good morning and welcome into another edition of Tee to Green here on the Fan. Forecast is pretty good this weekend, so hopefully there are some golf plans in your future. Olympic golf takes center stage this week. Plus, there's a major over in Pittsburgh with the U.S. Senior Women's Open. We'll head there shortly and visit with our old friend, Hall of Fame golf writer Ron Sirak. And as always, we have another great golf prize package. No Twitter contest today. We'll have details on the prize pack giveaway coming up shortly. But we will begin this week with our old friend, former PGA professional, All-American and national champion here at Ohio State, John Cook, now analyst for Golf Channel and NBC. And John, let's start with this. So much has happened since we last had you on the weekend of the Masters. With the way Scottie Scheffler played at Augusta and really the following months, would you have been surprised that there'd be another guy besides Scheffler winning the most majors this season in Xander Schauffele?
Well, not really, Skip, to be quite honest. I mean, you could kind of see it coming with Xander. He was just about ready to, kind of reach that next level of all the players that had not won a major championship. You would think that here's the next guy. He just kind of looks the part, feels the part, smashes the golf ball, great short game. You figured at some point he was going to break through, and sure enough, 4 weeks later he did at the PGA. But what a year those two have had, side by side, just really the dominant figures in the game, being Scottie Scheffler and Xander Schauffele. So it's wonderful to see. I'm a huge fan of both of them. I've gotten to know Xander quite well in these last few years, being Patrick Cantley's best buddy. So it's been fun to watch him progress into, that player that we knew he could be, and that's a major championship winner. So between the two, it's just really been a lot of fun to watch.
Still a lot of golf to be played, John, but who's player of the year?
I'd have to give the nod to Scottie, and he's won 6 times, and it's not like he's won, a little golf tournaments here and there. He's won the Masters. He's won the Players. He's won, he's won the biggest events. And you kind of have to give it to Scottie just by a volume of wins. Not to take anything away from Xander, and two major wins in a season that's extra bonus points. So it's going to be close between the two of them. I think it'll come down to the playoffs. If Xander wins one more, maybe 2 more, and maybe the Tour Championship, perhaps. He could catch Scottie, but I think right now, as overall a year as it's been, and again, take nothing away from Xander. He's certainly in the story, no doubt about it. He's definitely in the movie. But Scottie right now, I think, is the player of the year, unless Xander really runs the table. Maybe he wins a gold medal this week. Maybe maybe he wins 1 or 2 playoff events, perhaps. Now you can get even closer and closer. But right now, it's just the volumes of win and the quality of wins that Scottie's had. I have to give the nod right now.
Former Buckeye John Cook, our guest this morning, Tee to Green here on The Fan. And John, you referenced the Olympics going on right now. Just your thoughts on Olympic golf in general, and how much might you have liked to compete if it was available back when you were in your prime?
It's interesting that you say that, and I'm a huge fan of the Olympics. And whatever went on before, all the pageantry and all the BS that went on before. I'm still a fan of the Olympics. I love the Olympics. We watched it growing up as a kid. We would sit in front of the television and watch whatever was on. So I'm a huge fan of. I'm watching women's field hockey right now. That's what I'm watching. I love the Olympics. I love the swimming, the gymnastics, everything about the Olympics. I love. So. I'm a huge fan, and I remember back in the mid-'70s there was talk about getting the Olympics in golf back in the event, and I would have loved to have been on that team. I was, not to toot my horn, but I was the number 1 ranked amateur in the world there for over a year.
Absolutely,
and would have been on that team. So I think that in 1980 when they were talking about having, the Olympics back in the golf back in the Olympics, the year, unfortunately, that the U.S. boycotted the Olympics. So I would have missed out on that. But I love it. I wish it was more amateur than professional, would be my only criticism. But still, I love watching it. I wish there was some sort of a team type of an event, whether it's with two players on each team or perhaps a male and a female player playing kind of a mixed deal together. I think would be great for the sport and great for the event. But yeah, I love the Olympics. We watch a ton of it. We were up this morning watching the golf, so that's how much we love it.
You brought up the team thing. The other thing that happened since we last spoke was the NCAA's, an event we know that you worked. I mean, how cool was it for you to be up close and personal as Ohio State made their run, the furthest the Buckeyes advanced since your team won the Natty in '79? Yeah,
it was special, and hopefully it didn't come across on television that I was pulling really, really hard for our Buckeyes, but I tried to stay as neutral as possible.
You did.
But it really was a great run for Coach Mosley and the guys. Neil Shipley, of course. Maxwell played his heart out after having not a very good season. He showed up for the NCAAs. Of course, Adam Wallen was a star, absolute star that week, and helped the team. And the other couple players. I mean, it was a great to Tyler really showed up when he really did not have a very good medal play, but he was an animal in the match play. So it was really great to see. I know it was important to them as they're going to lose 3 or 4 of their players, and Jay's going to be rebuilding this year. But to have that run at the NCAAs and call it was really special. It did bring back a lot of memories, that's for sure.
You brought up Shipley, John, and boy, no one's got more run than Neil Shipley. How about the year that kid's had? Not just the majors, but he's been making cuts on the big tour the last month, and he's not done.
Yeah, that's right. And what he's done at the Masters and then at the U.S. Open, being Lo-Am, that's a feat. That's a small table to sit at right there when you've got both of them. And turning pro, he had a really nice NCAA run, and then turning pro a couple weeks right after the U.S. Open, and making cuts and kind of holding his own. I did see him last week at the 3M. I had a chance to chat with him for a little while after his Saturday round, and again after he finished on Sunday. We were just going off the air, and I was grabbing a bite to eat, and Neil walked up and sat with me for a couple minutes. We chatted, got caught up on a few things. So it was great to see Neil kind of getting to that level that we thought that he could easily. He's got the length, of course he's got the smarts. We know how smart the kid is.
Yes.
And I think that I think he's going to find his place. He's going to play a lot of tournament golf before he might get a couple starts in Europe as well. But he's going to go back up to Canada and play more. He needs professional reps, and that's what we talked about. And I said, you just go play where you have to sign your name at the end of the day, and you pick up a paycheck. And playing for that is a little bit different. But I wanted to remind him, too, that golf is golf, and you just go play golf to the best of your ability and, see where that takes you.
John Cook, a number of weeks back, you and a bunch of former players returned to play and be a part of a special get-together at Scarlet for Coach Brown. Really cool to see the sheer number of players that came back. Tell us about the day. Who all came back, and were you even surprised at the turnout?
We were a little bit surprised, to tell you the truth, and it was wonderful. It was from all generations, even before myself, in our class in '79. So the Ralph Garassis came back, and there was a number of players just before that, and Ralph was part of Coach's one of his first teams. So I would estimate that there was probably maybe 75 players, and as recent as some of his last teams. So Ryan Armour was there, and of course our whole team was there, and Ralph Garassi some of his players, back in the early 70s. So it was great to see. It was a wonderful turnout. It was a fun day. The emotions were a little bit high at the end when Coach started, getting up and speaking, and other players got up and started talking about some of their trips and their experiences with Ohio State men's golf, and it was really, really special. It was something that we would all like to do more often, is get an all alumni get together for whatever cause it might be at the time. I think it would be wonderful to have, because it was just great seeing the generations of players and the appreciation of Coach Brown and what he brought to the program and where it's headed. It was really a great day. We had a blast.
John, besides working college telecasts, a handful of PGA Tour events, I know you work a lot of PGA Tour Champions events. How neat was it for you to be back at Firestone a couple of weeks ago?
Oh, it was fantastic. I got to play a couple years ago. I was not competitive at the time, but I wanted to play. It was a couple years ago. And to get back and do the telecast and walk with that final group, and just being on the property and knowing that I hit my first golf balls there as a 5 or 6 or 7-year-old, whatever year that was.
Wow.
And seeing my very first coach, my very first teacher, Paul Lazarian, he's still there.
Wow.
And he was in his 20s at the time, and then he was he kind of taught the junior program way back in the 60s. And he's still part of the event. He was running the practice tee, so it was great to see him and just be on the grounds and playing some golf on the other couple golf courses, but then walking the South Course, getting in the clubhouse, going upstairs, seeing the John Cook room with all the pictures, and getting razzed by the players and the caddies that were up there, and having to take pictures in the John Cook rooms as if these walls could talk, all that stuff. It was hysterical, but we had an absolute blast being part of that event and seeing where Firestone is in the history of golf. There's been golf there for 70 some years. It was fantastic.
All right, John, I always like to end with some football. We know how you love your Buckeye football. Training camp began Thursday. I always hate the natty or bust stuff, but what excites you the most about the upcoming season, and will we see you back here for a game this fall?
Oh, yeah. We're going to get together for our 45th NCAA championship reunion and at the end of November. Not the Team Up North game, but the IU game the weekend before. So we're going to be back there for that game. I'm excited. Obviously, the bullseyes square on, Coach Day's back and all the players. They are stacked at every position. Obviously, they've pushed all their chips in. It is kind of, first of all, beat that team up north at all costs and win the Big Ten, and then go on into those playoffs and keep that momentum going, because it's there for the taking. It really is. I think that, head to toe, I think the team is stacked at every position. Every unit looks great. They just have to play together, play as a team, play with purpose, play like champions, and make each play and each practice count. That's how I learned, is to make practice count, and that way when you get into a game, you just react, and that's the way that we've always done it, and that's the way I'm sure Coach Day is preaching. Is we're going to practice with purpose, and when we get out on the football field, we're just going to react and go play. And if they do, I think they're super strong in every position. So it's going to be exciting to watch here pretty soon, and I'm going to be glued to the TV even against the old Akron Zips, because my dad used to coach up there, coach football. So we'll see how they handle the Zips, and then take it from there, hopefully all the way into January.
OSU Hall of Famer, All-American, national champion John Cook. John, we always appreciate your time. We'll be watching for you on Golf Channel and NBC. Cookie, thanks for hopping on.
Always, my friend. Anytime. Love it. Go Bucks.
All right, Olympic golf takes center stage this week. Let's check your leaderboards and get you warmed up with some chip shots.
97.1 The Fans Tee to Green Chip Shots, presented by BMI Federal Credit Union.
Les Golf National in Paris, the golf venue at the Olympics. Tommy Fleetwood and Jon Rahm share the lead at -12. Xander Schauffele is the defending gold medal winner, part of a Group 1 back at -11. Schauffele talks about the difference between winning Olympic gold and a major championship.
The majors are sort of what I grew up, watching. So they're two very different things to me, and I think the gold medal, it's been marinating nicely. It's maybe in 30 and 40 years, it's something that's really going to be special when as it gets more traction and it kind of gets back into the eyes of, or I guess into the normalcy of being in the Olympics. It's still so young, coming off of, I don't know, was it like 1903 was the last time it was in the Olympics or something like that.
Schauffele, again, part of a Group 1 back at -11, which also includes Westerville resident Jason Day. Scotty Scheffler tied for 6th at -9. Scheffler knows the summer schedule, the majors, and now this with the Olympics has been a grind, but it is what it is.
As far as the season goes, that's what we signed up for. It'll be nice to have an off season, and it's more of a sprint now than it was before, and so it's just a little bit of a different style, and that's something that we're kind of managing the schedule, trying to play my best at the biggest tournaments, and it's not very often you get to compete in the Olympics, and so to be able to have a medal for the rest of your life would be very special. And it's definitely, like I said, that's one of the reasons we showed up this week, was to come here, do our best, and try to compete for a medal.
There has been a lot of momentum this week in regards to golf becoming either a team or mixed team competition 4 years from now in L.A. Rory McIlroy, currently tied for 6th at -9, says something that he definitely would be in favor of.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that was the thing when golf got back into the Olympics in 2016. I think some people were surprised that it was only individual stroke play, and they didn't try to mix it up with some different formats. So, if that came to fruition in LA, where there was a mixed team event, or even another team event that was not mixed, and Shane and I could play in it if we qualify. I'd love that. I think that would be a great format to bring to this competition.
Again, all chasing your leaders in Paris, Tommy Fleetwood and Jon Rahm at -12 as they finish up round 3 today, get set for the final round tomorrow. Elsewhere this week, Korn Ferry Tour is in Utah. Cristobal de Solar, -15, leads by 1. LPGA is in Portland. Dewey Weber, -16, she leads by 2. U.S. Senior Women's Open in Pittsburgh. Hori Yamamoto, -8, is your leader there by 4. Your leaderboards were brought to you by BMI Federal Credit Union. Visit them today at bmifcu.org. Coming up, we mentioned the Senior Women's Open. We will head to Pittsburgh and visit with longtime golf writer working for the USGA this week, Ron Sirak, next, as Tee to Green, presented by X Golf, continues here on The Fan.
Head to 971thefan.com to listen on demand and subscribe to all our podcasts. Wasting time has never been easier. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Are you looking for the best golfing experience in Central Ohio? Then look no further than the Virtues Golf Club in Nashport. The Virtues Golf Club was voted as the #1 public golf course in Ohio, and Golf Digest ranked Virtues as the 65th ranked public course in the country. Now offering on-site housing, the Virtues Golf Club is a modern design course mixed with classic features you'll love. Come see what's new and take in the scenery at Ohio's best public golf course. For more information, visit thevirtuesgolfclub.com.
Experience a piece of history this September and pay tribute to those that have served in the Vietnam War. Delaware County Veterans Services invites you to visit the Wall That Heals from September 12th through the 15th at Havener Park in Liberty Township. Witness the official 3/4 scale replica of the Vietnam Memorial in Washington, D.C. The Wall That Heals is free and open to the public 24 hours a day until 2 p.m. on the 15th. For volunteering opportunities and to learn more, please visit thewallthathealsohio.com.
Score a hole-in-one by earning a $200 cash bonus from BMI Federal Credit Union when you open a free checking account. BMI FCU has been voted Best Credit Union 6 years in a row by CBUS Top Picks for their exceptional service and dedication to making banking personal. For more details about BMI Federal Credit Union and this $200 cash bonus on a free checking account, visit bmifcu.org/free. That's bmifcu.org/free.
Welcome to Nada Yada Island.
This season on Nada Yada Island.
You were charging your phone? I waited hours for you.
That's how long it takes.
Join Metro and get a free Motorola Edge that'll charge for the day in 15 minutes. At Metro, there's no activation fees. Only at Metro by T-Mobile.
Bring your number ID and sign up for Metro Flex Plus plan. Offer not available if at T-Mobile or have been with Metro in the past 180 days. Requires 68-watt charger sold separately. Actual performance will vary.
The Fan app is about to become your new best friend. Your one-stop shop for all your favorite fan shows. ESPN Columbus and BetQL. Live or on demand. Listen on your schedule. Download the 97.1 The Fan app today. It's free. Do it.
Okay, so that's the final price. Oh, an extra fee to drive here. Is that it? A knock on the door fee. So is that the final price? A 15% Wednesday surcharge. What for? Oh, because it's Wednesday. Of course. Can I get back to you on this?
Apex Pros, the pros who knows.
This quote you gave me, are there any other charges I don't know about?
Other charges?
Like an it's too sunny fee or my dog wet the carpet tax.
No, Apex always gives you upfront pricing.
No surprise fees?
Never.
No charge if your stomach hurts or you lost your library card?
Upfront pricing every time at Apex Pros, whether it's plumbing, heating, and AC, or our new electrical services.
I'll call you right back. Hello, other company? Hi. Me again.
It's Alex, the friendly Apex Bear. You'll never get a surprise charge with the Apex Pros upfront price guarantee. Schedule an appointment now at apexpros.com.
Hey, John, why so glum?
I just got let go. The company's downsizing. This is the third time in the last 2 years. I'm done with this.
Have you thought about My Computer Career? I've heard they can train you for a career in IT in just a few months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI. And you don't need prior training or experience. Now that's a recession-resistant career.
Wow, thanks. I'll check them out.
Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. mycomputercareer.edu.
Financial aid is available for qualified students, including the GI Bill.
Welcome to Reverse Aesthetics. Our medical weight loss program includes popular medications like semaglutide and tirzepatide, both of which are supercharged by our body sculpting treatments. For only $2.99 per month, under the supervision of our board-certified medical doctor, Reverse Aesthetics can help you achieve your weight loss goals while tracking progress quarterly. We have plenty of inventory and can begin treatment within 48 hours of your consult. Schedule now at reverse-aesthetics.com or call us at 614-656-4000.
Miss it, Noonan. Miss it. This is Tee to Green with Skip Mossick on The Fan.
Welcome back, everybody. We are presented by X Golf. Come experience the most advanced and accurate golf simulators in the world at a fun venue with great food, excellent service, and a full bar. Visit their website, playxgolf.com, to book your tee time today. 2 locations, X Golf Columbus in Grandview and X Golf in Powell. And X Golf highlights our weekly golf prize pack. We have a $50 e-card to go play at X Golf. Balls from our friends at Titleist. Golf out at the Virtues. No Twitter contest this week, so stay tuned. Details shortly, and hopefully this great prize package will be yours.
This is Backspin. Tee to Green. Backspin.
The U.S. Senior Women's Open is happening over in Pittsburgh this week. We're joined now by a longtime golf writer working for the USGA this week, Ron Sirak. And Ron, this is just the 6th year for this event. How has it grown during the first 5?
Well, I'll tell you, the most amazing thing is the players' appreciation for the creation of this event is off the charts. And what they really, really, really love about it is that they feel like they are at a USGA championship. And in all of their minds, it doesn't get any better than that. And you just sort of look at the venues that it's gone to. The first one was at Chicago Golf Club, one of the 5 founding members of the USGA, historic golf course. And then this week at Fox Chapel, which just is one of those really, really brilliant gems in this part of the country and really anywhere. So it's the overall atmosphere, the quality of events, and the quality of the treatment that the players have this week. They are very appreciative about that.
Ron, 30 amateurs in the field this week, which I love to see. Has it always been that high in this event?
Yeah, pretty much, because there is qualifying to get in here, so a lot of amateurs can go to the qualifiers and play their way in. Also, there is more so than on the men's side. There is still a fair amount of career amateurs in women's golf. A lot of really top players, and if you go way back to somebody like Carol Semple Thompson, who never turned pro, and just was always an astounding amateur, and there's a lot of amateurs who participate in a wide series of events around the country and are able to stay competitively sharp. And in a lot of ways, the amateur golfers have more opportunity to compete than senior professional women do, and they're able to keep their game sharper.
This is the 4th USGA championship there at Fox Chapel in Pittsburgh. Ron, tell us about the venue.
Well, Seth Rayner design. It's been redone twice. First by Silva did it, and then Fazio Design came in. One of the things that they've done recently is take out a bunch of trees to really open the golf course up and create some really spectacular vistas. The players will tell you that the two keys to this golf course is keep your tee ball out of the fairway bunkers, because they have high lips and they're hard to get out of, hard to advance the ball to get to the greens. And then the greens themselves, lag putting is really, really important here. The greens are fast, they're fairly sharply contoured, and some of them are quite large. So that whole thing of when you've got those 40-footers, can you get it up to gimme distance? So that's going to be a huge key this week. Put the ball in the fairway and lag the putt really well.
Yeah, speaking of the greens, great quote in your piece on Julie Inkster on the greens there, where she said you can hit all 18 greens in regulation and still shoot 80. I mean, are they really that tough?
Yeah, they are. And I saw yesterday Lisa Neumann hit she hit all 14 fairways, and she hit like 15 of 18 greens and shot 75.
Wow.
So it is, and one of the things here I saw, I walked with Trish Johnson yesterday morning in her round. She's a defending champion, and I think we're number 6, and she was not so much. She had one of those breaking putts. Pin was back right. She was sort of back left. And she had about a 30-foot putt, and she hit it 15 feet past the hole, and she thought she hit a good putt when she hit it. It's getting that feel for the contours, and that's one of the things this part of the country does really well. It does hills and trees really well.
Ron Sirak, our guest this morning, Tee to Green here on The Fan. Ron, you made me feel both informed and old when you wrote about how 10 of the players this week played there in the women's Am in 85. Is that really true?
Yeah, and that's again something that's special about senior golf. For me. I remember very vividly the first one of these that I went to in 2018 Chicago Golf Club on Tuesday. I go down to the range, and I look down the range, and I said, holy moly, these are all the players that I started with 35 years ago, and that's a nice feeling. And that's one of the other special things about this event. It starts out early in the week feeling like a college reunion, a bunch of old friends getting back together. They don't get that many chances to see each other and compete against each other. And early in the week, there's this very relaxed social atmosphere. But Thursday morning, when the bell rings and the tournament starts and everybody tees it up, everybody then gets their game face on, and they grind away. We had in the first round, 85-year-old Joanne Carner matched her age. She shot an 85. That's now the 7th time that she's shot her age or better in this championship. That's a remarkable thing, and you only see that here.
Ron, we were having a back and forth in the office this week about this championship. Some were saying it was odd to have 5 different winners, but my argument was if you compare with the men's Senior Open, you can say the same thing during that same time frame, no?
Yeah, and look at the 5 winners that they had here. You're talking Laura Davies, Annika Sorenstam, Helen Alfredson, Jill McGill, Trish Johnson, all really, really accomplished players, multiple USGA champions in there, major championship winners in there. So, it speaks to you look at the time frame of where these players who are over 50 now came from. They're coming from that time period right when the women's golf was really exploding globally. So we're seeing players. We've had 2 winners from Sweden, one from England, and it shows how the game is a global game, and the depth of talent out there. Not surprising at all that there hasn't been a 2-time winner here yet.
Ron, we talked a little about the Olympics when we had you on last month. How important is it that both the PGA Tour this week and the LPGA Tour next week are not having tournaments the same week of the Olympic competition? I honestly can't remember if this was the case 4 years ago or not.
Yeah, I think it's a no-brainer for 2 reasons, and one is any event that's going to be the same week as Olympic golf, they're going to have a fairly watered-down field because the top 60 players, or maybe not the top 60, but the top 30 or 40 are going to be at the Olympics. But the other thing is, I think everybody realizes one of the reasons that all the bodies wanted to get golf back into the Olympics was to help grow the game, to create more exposure for the game. And by the tours taking that week off, it allows the fans to focus on Olympic golf and to have that experience. And that's the point, is to bring more eyes to golf and to help grow the game globally.
Ron, last thing, speculation on player of the year on both tours. I hate to assume Nelly and Scheffler, but is there an argument or at least a conversation about anyone else on both the men's and women's side?
I think with Nelly, that's sort of pretty much a lock. On the men's side, when's the last time somebody won 2 majors and wasn't player of the year? Right. So, Xander Schauffele is sort of in that mix there, but in my mind, Scotty Scheffler is, when Scotty Scheffler hasn't won, he's been doesn't it feel like he's been in contention at every tournament that he's played this year? It's sort of hard to go. I think the playoffs, the FedEx Cup, may be the final determiner in all this, but it's sort of hard to go away from Scotty and Nelly right now.
Legendary golf writer Ron Sirak working the U.S. Senior Women's Open over in Pittsburgh this week for the USGA. Ron, we always appreciate your time. Thanks for hopping on, okay?
Skip, thanks for having me on. Always a pleasure to be with you.
Again, Ron mentioned the past champions, including Annika Sorenstam. We had a chance to catch up with Annika a couple of years ago, and when the event was at NCR, we will share that conversation with you next as Tee to Green, presented by X Golf, continues here on The Fan.
All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
This is it. Shop the Lowe's Closeout event to get up to 70% off select major appliances for your home. Plus, get up to 60% off select patio furniture and accessories for your outdoor spaces. So hurry into your local store today because these deals are too good to last. Shop them now before they're gone because Lowe's knows savings. Lowe's knows home improvement. Valid through 8/7 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
Meet Cheryl. Hey. She's on vacation and lost in the moment. Unfortunately, so is her Chase debit card.
It's gotta be somewhere.
Maybe she lost it at salsa night.
These skirts should have pockets.
Or maybe she lost it at Pilates.
3 and 2 and...
But she's not worried. With the Chase mobile app, she can lock her card till it turns up. Tools that help protect. One bank that puts you in control. Visit chase.com/checking. Chase, make more of what's yours.
Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Message and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
At Baths R Us, we're terrible roofers. We stink at installing siding, and don't ever call us for your kitchen remodel. But if you want a stunning, beautiful bathroom makeover in just 2 or 3 days, now that's when you want to call us. See, unlike most contractors these days, we offer only one service, bathroom remodeling. We don't spread ourselves thin by doing roofing or siding and a bunch of other stuff. Nope. At Baths R Us, we dedicate every company resource into mastering the craft of bath transformations. It's why we're the Midwest's biggest 5-star family-owned bathroom company, and it's why we have the happiest customers. Just check out our Google reviews. Baths R Us. We're terrible roofers, but we're awesome bathroom remodelers. Right now, get $1,500 off a shower or tub replacement, or $3,000 off a full bathroom remodel. Plus, low to no monthly payments. Call 380-225-BATH to schedule your free estimate, or go to bathsrus.com. Baths R Us, where dreams soak in.
Wouldn't it be fun if we went back and aired old Buckeye games where they kicked the crap out of people? It's happening, baby. Join Timmy Hall for Buckeye Replay, Saturday at 1.
This week, Ohio State and Oregon from 1987.
The Fan.
Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. Have you ever heard someone say that they just don't make or do things like they used to? While that may be true for many things, there is one company who strives to deliver the customer experience and quality product that we all reminisce about. And that company, well, it's Newman Roofing. You can read it time and time again in their reviews, how much they truly care about their customers and the roofs that they install. And I should know, they installed a roof for me and my family, and it was tremendous. Their sales team was fantastic, and the quality was phenomenal. They strive to leave the home as they found it. And some customers say they even leave it cleaner than it was before, and I can second that. Not only do they install a quality product that is going to protect your home and family for years to come, but they also walk away leaving you feeling confident that you hired the right company. Whether you need a roof repair or replaced, call the company that families have been trusting for 32 years, and that company is Newman Roofing. 614-NEW-ROOF or newmanroofing.com.
I'm Rick Julius, a partner at Cordell & Cordell. As a business owner in these uncertain economic times, you struggle to guard your life's work against unexpected challenges. But can it withstand the sudden disruption of a divorce? In divorce, financials are scrutinized and the company itself could be in jeopardy. When your hard-earned work is at risk, count on our experience and advocacy in handling these matters at Cordell & Cordell.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Columbus area attorneys. 10 West Broad Street, Suite 1550, Columbus, Ohio, 43215. CordellCordell.com.
BreezeLine's fiber-powered 1 gig home internet for $49.99 per month offers the reliability you deserve and security you can trust. With a price lock guarantee, no contracts, and free equipment, you'll never have to think about your internet again. This deal gets even better with a $100 gift card. And now you can bundle and save when you add BreezeLine Mobile with plans starting as low as $12.50 per month per line. Act now. Terms and conditions apply. Limited time offer. Learn more at breezeline.com.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Skies are partly cloudy right now. We're going to be staying dry during the first part of the day, but soggy later this afternoon. So showers and storms get started just after 11, roll into the metro, and then peter out as we head into the later hours of the day. Temperatures today, though, going to be pretty toasty as well. We're talking highs in the low 80s with high humidity, making it feel more like the mid to upper 80s. I'm meteorologist Madison Wright with your weather impact forecast on The Fan.
You are listening to Tee to Green with the Fan Skip Mossick. Skip Mossick. This is Sports Radio 97.1 The Fan.
Welcome back, everybody. We are presented by X Golf, where you can play around on one of 50 courses, take a lesson from their PGA professional, hit the driving range, join a league, or just sip on a cold one on their outdoor patio. Visit playxgolf.com to book your tee time today. 2 Central Ohio locations, X Golf Columbus in Grandview and X Golf Pal. And X Golf highlights our weekly golf prize package. We have a $50 e-card to go play at X Golf. Balls from Titleist, golf out at the Virtues. More fan goodies in there for you this week as well. No Twitter contest, so stay tuned. Details shortly, and hopefully this great prize package will be yours.
You are listening to Tee to Greens on the Range.
U.S. Senior Women's Open taking place this week at Fox Chapel in Pittsburgh. Past champion Annika Sorenstam, -2, tied for 5th. A couple of years ago, we had a chance to visit with the World Golf Hall of Famer when the event was at NCR over in Dayton. And we asked Annika about returning to competitive golf after a long layoff and if she was surprised to have some success right out of the gate.
Absolutely. I didn't really know what to expect. Like you said, I was gone from the game for such a long time. You know, I got married, had kids, and spending time on the foundation in my businesses. You know, competing in golf wasn't really on my radar, and not, you know, until the last few years when, you know, I was approaching 50, COVID came, a little limited as what we could do. You know, our son is really into it, and so it's just one thing led to another, and I said, well, maybe practice a little bit, and then kind of picked up the love for the game again, maybe more from a competitive standpoint, and wanting to get my game back in shape. It kind of suffered a little bit. I mean, it's like anything that when you don't spend time doing it, it doesn't get any better.
You're still the only professional female to shoot 59 in competition. Tell us, average hacks, what that feeling's like. I mean, most of us hit 59 by our 12th or 13th hole. You know, much like a pitcher who's got a no-hitter going. Do you realize what's going on at the time, or are you so zoned in that maybe you don't realize it?
Well, nowadays it's out of my league myself. I'm closer to 59 in age than I am with the score. But yeah, I mean, it was obviously one of those rounds that everything fell into place. I hit a lot of fairways. I hit 18 greens, so I had 18 opportunities, and many of them went in. It was just, you know, just an amazing round of golf to least way I can explain it. But it's just, I mean, I think for anybody, it's not necessarily, you know, the number 59. I always tell people it could be your 59. You know, it could be, you know, breaking 100 for the first time, or maybe making, you know, breaking 80. So we all have some kind of, you know, peak, and that turned out to be my peak. And it was, I look back and of course it's great, and it kind of makes me think, you know, never give up, keep on trying, and it's you know, sometimes you have to get a little bit uncomfortable to break records, even your own records.
Golf Channel had a documentary recently about you. I know these things could be good or bad from the subject about themselves. You know, I thought it was great, but was there anything maybe that you didn't like about it, or, you know, wish that was in there that maybe did make the final edit that, you know, we didn't get a chance to see?
I mean, you know, the last 14 years I've spent a lot of time with Annika Foundation. You know, we have 7 global tournaments, and I go to all of them. And plus that we have daily initiatives called Share My Passion clinics, and I go to all of them too. So I would say that part was something that, you know, that's really a big deal to me and to us with the foundation, to be able to give back, and I travel around the world to do that. So that's something, they highlight a little bit of that, but to me that's a bigger part of my life today.
I thought it was interesting. It actually made me feel sad. You weren't necessarily popular amongst your peers when you were at your prime. Is that something that just goes with the territory?
I think so. I mean, you know, it's a very competitive sport. It's competitive with anybody being at the peak of their career in sports, in the business world, and, you know, it's easy to look up to people that are successful with maybe a little bit of a negative, you know, tone to it, and, you know, and it's just, you know, I focused a lot on my game. I focused on what I had to do. I had responsibilities from a family standpoint, from corporate partners, and also just being a representative of the game, that it's, you know, it's hard to do everything exactly the way everybody wants it to be done. So, you know, I feel like I achieved everything I wanted to achieve on the golf course, and I feel like I've done women's golf. You know, I've done it well in the way that I could do it. So, you know, I don't look back and say that was, you know, a negative part. It's more the perception of other people. And so it's, you know, but I would say that, you know, I have a lot of friends out there, and I have received a lot of respect the last few years when, you know, kind of the impact is maybe coming together.
Biggest change in the women's game you've seen over the years is what?
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously the global growth. We've seen that the last, you know, 15 years or so. I would say technology too in women's golf, and being more, you know, I remember as an amateur, I mean, we didn't have women's golf clothes. I mean, I bought men's extra small. It's more, targeted or tailored to women so that we can grow the game to that. So I think we're seeing that. And, if you look at the women today, they're very athletic. The game is in great shape. I mean, they hit the ball well, and they're true ambassadors for the game. So I think women's golf is in good hands.
Annika, you were the Memorial Tournament honoree back in 2014. 8 years later, what does that still mean to you?
Yeah, I mean, it was incredible. I mean, everybody knows Mr. Nicklaus is he's one of the greatest players ever, and what he has done for the game, and that tournament is just very, very special. I've had a chance to play Memorial a few times. They hosted the Solheim Cup there too, yes. So I love it. I mean, honestly, Ohio golf has been so great to me. It's similar to Sweden. My husband is from here, so I love this area, and to be recognized by one of the greatest amongst all the other fantastic, whether it's golfers or influencers or, you name it, in the industry that they recognize is, it's quite a humbling thing. But to be there and be part of it and have my family there and to be able to share meant a lot. So, I see the Nicklaus family here and there, and we have fun memories together.
All right, last thing, and I told you I was going to hit you up with one that you probably haven't been asked before. You mentioned Sweden. Of all the Swedish athletes that we've typically come across over the years, most have been professional hockey players. Besides being good golfers, most all of them, no matter the age, love the musical group ABBA.
Yes.
Is ABBA on your playlist? What's your go-to?
Yeah, no, I would say so. I mean, we grew up and it was just ABBA all the time. They were the first, international superstar, and they're still there. I mean, they still make songs, and they actually like golf. So I've seen a few of the individuals out on golf courses, and yeah, I think ABBA is just something that just we eat salmon, we eat boiled potatoes, and we listen to ABBA.
Favorite song?
How about The Winner Takes It All?
There you go. All right, World Golf Hall of Famer Annika Sorenstam from a couple of years ago. Annika -2. She's tied for 5th this weekend at the Senior Women's Open over in Pittsburgh. Let's go ahead and give away this week's prize package. Balls from Titleist, Golf at the Virtues, and e-card to play X Golf. Caller 9 right now, 614-821-9710. 614-821-9710. Caller 9 will be our winner. Coming up, no PGA Tour event this week because of the Olympics, but a really nice feel-good story from last week's event in Minneapolis. We'll hear from the champion, Jonathan Vegas, as Tee to Green, presented by X Golf, continues here on The Fan.
Big voice guy here to remind you that you're listening to The Fan, Ohio sports destination. Okay, thanks. I have 3 more seconds. Bye-bye.
Who are the people that serve part-time in the Ohio Army National Guard? We are your neighbors and friends. We are your sons and daughters. Our service is providing us valuable job skills, and it pays up to 100% of our tuition. We're proud to serve our state. We are your Ohio Army National Guard. Learn more about part-time service with the Ohio Army National Guard at nationalguard.com/OH. Sponsored by the Ohio Army National Guard. Aired by the Ohio Association of Broadcasters and this station.
It's child's play to donate your car, truck, RV, or boat to Ronald McDonald House Charities of Central Ohio. They'll pick it up free of charge, steer you through the paperwork, and a hefty tax deduction rolls your way as you help provide a home away from home for families of seriously ill, hospitalized children. For more information about donating your vehicle to Ronald McDonald House Charities, visit rmhc-centralohio.org or call 614-CARS-HELP. That's 614-CARS-HELP.
Oh no, this storm really did a number on my roof.
You need to get that fixed before it gets worse.
I know, but finding a good roofing company is like finding a needle in a haystack.
Actually, there's only one good roofing company you need to know. Nitro Roofing, family owned, specializing in residential roofing, and they finish the job quickly without cutting corners.
Wow, sounds like they're the real deal.
Absolutely. Call Nitro Roofing today. Use code THEFAN10 for 10% off. Call 614-714-5693 or visit nitroroofing.com.
Ignite your Irish spirit at the Dublin Irish Festival, August 2nd through 4th. Prepare to be blown away as you explore one of the top Irish festivals in the US, drawing over 100,000 guests to Dublin, Ohio each year. Enjoy 7 music stages, 60 acts and more than 800 performers, epic Irish entertainment, great food and more. Get your tickets at dublinirishfestival.org.
Bishop and Friends.
Joey, you like these things so much, why don't you try eating these in the contest? You know, a meat stick is going to stay together, but in a non-meat stick situation, it's anarchy.
Bishop and Friends.
Sponsored by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Weekdays from 9 to noon.
The Fan.
With surgery and drugs being the main options to treat chronic joint pain, that left orthopedic surgeons like Dr. Ray Tessner thinking,
geez, wouldn't it be nice if we can have another form of treatment that eliminates some of the downside and has a bigger upside as we learn more about it.
And then he found it. Regenerative medicine, an exciting, fast-growing approach to dealing with pain using healing agents from your own body.
Well, it's using the miracle benefits of the human body to help encourage healing.
Today, you'll find Dr. Tessner at QC Kinetics, the nation's leader in regenerative medicine, giving patients lasting relief from joint pain in their knees, hips, shoulders, and back.
It's one of the best management tools that has come around in a long time.
Finally, options other than surgery and steroids. All natural regenerative treatments at QC Kinetics. Learn more. Call today for your free consultation.
Go to qckinetics.com/Columbus or call 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544. 380-208-4544.
Welcome to Reverse Aesthetics. Our medical weight loss program includes popular medications like semaglutide and tirzepatide, both of which are supercharged by our body sculpting treatments. For only $2.99 per month, under the supervision of our board-certified medical doctor, Reverse Aesthetics can help you achieve your weight loss goals while tracking progress quarterly. We have plenty of inventory and can begin treatment within 48 hours of your consult. Schedule now at reverse-aesthetics.com or call us at 614-656-4000.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate today at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Your car can be picked up as soon as the next day. Receive a tax deduction and vacation voucher.
1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
Back to Central Ohio's premier golf show with Skip Mossick. This is Tee to Green on Sports Radio 97.1 The Fan.
Welcome back, everybody. We are presented by X Golf, and that's where Tim from Westerville will be heading. Tim picks up this week's prize package, an e-card to go play X Golf, balls from our friends at Titleist, golf out at the Virtues, and more. We'll have another giveaway for you coming up next week. All right, no PGA Tour event this week with the Olympics going on in Paris. Tommy Fleetwood minus 13 is your leader there by 1. But a really nice story a week ago in Minneapolis as Jonathan Vegas got the win after a 7-year drought, mostly because of injury. Vegas was very emotional after the win.
Wow, yeah, 7 years, it's, I mean, in my head, it doesn't really seem that it's been that long, but obviously it's been 7 years. It hasn't been easy, that's for sure. It's been a lot of grinding, a lot of dealing with injuries, a lot of, headaches. But these are the moments that, that you get up every day, and you work hard and you do all the right things because nothing feels better than this. So this is a special place for me. I mean, I got a lot of friends over here. It's a course that I really connected extremely well 3 years ago when I finished second here. So I knew that it was a golf course that I had a great chance of playing well. Obviously the expectations were we're not trying to win, we were just trying to have a great week. And obviously the great week turned up into a win. So I'm out of my head right now. So it's just it's incredible.
Good win for Jonathan Vegas a week ago. Again, no PGA Tour event this week because of the Olympics going on in Paris. Tommy Fleetwood is your current leader at minus 13, but a whole bunch of guys in hot pursuit as they chase Olympic gold. Obviously, as we've mentioned for weeks, a lot of competition to win the silver and bronze as well. So a really good final round coming up tomorrow. Thanks to all of our guests for joining us this morning. Always wonderful to catch up with John Cook, former Ohio State All-American All-American national champion, now working for Golf Channel and NBC Sports. Ron Sirak for joining us over at the U.S. Women's Senior Open in Pittsburgh. Annika Sorenstam from our visit from a couple of years ago. Annika just a couple of shots back heading into the weekend. That'll put a wrap on this week's show. Busy day ahead here on the Fan Sports Saturday with Reeser and Tyvus at OSU practice are next, followed by Buckeye Replay at 1, Ohio State and Oregon from 1987. You can hear what Buckeye football sounded like before we were able to get our hands on Paul Keels. For Jacob Reimer, I'm Skip Mossick. As always, thanks for listening. We will talk to you again next Saturday morning for another edition of Tee to Green presented by X Golf right here on the Fan.
In church next Sunday to save me from those double bogey blues.
We've been your Jackets flagship station since day one. All the goals, all the action, all the memories. Your home for the Columbus Blue Jackets, the Fan, Ohio sports destination.
This is it. Shop the Lowe's Closeout event to get up to 70% off select major appliances for your home. Plus, get up to 60% off select patio furniture and accessories for your outdoor spaces. So hurry into your local store today because these deals are too good to last. Shop them now before they're gone because Lowe's knows savings. Lowe's knows home improvement. Valid through 8/7 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
Meet Cheryl. Hey. She's on vacation and lost in the moment. Unfortunately, so is her Chase debit card.
It's gotta be somewhere.
Maybe she lost it at salsa night.
These skirts should have pockets.
Or maybe she lost it at Pilates.
3 and 2 and...
But she's not worried. With the Chase mobile app, she can lock her card till it turns up. Tools that help protect. One bank that puts you in control. Visit chase.com/checking. Chase, make more of what's yours.
Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Message and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
Hi, it's me, Little Bob from Bob's Discount Furniture. I know, you don't know me yet, but I'm here to let you know that I'm opening up 2 brand new showrooms in the Columbus area, located in Reynoldsburg and Polaris, bringing even more of my everyday low prices to the people of Ohio. And if you can't wait, MyBobs.com is the quickest and easiest way to get unbeatable furniture prices delivered straight to your home today. That's my 2 brand new Bob's Discount Furniture stores coming to Reynoldsburg and Polaris this summer.
Get Bob's Discount!
Save big money now at Menards. Mastercraft has been making great doors inside and out for over 50 years. Choose from the best in-stock selection of doors, ready to take home today. Or design your door your way in-store or on Menards.com. Save big on Mastercraft doors at Menards, America's #1 home improvement retailer for customer satisfaction, according to J.D. Power. For J.D. Power 2024 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards.
Save big money at Menards.
Whether you're a seasoned pro or a new golfer, think beyond the green and head over to X Golf Columbus and X Golf Powell. Come experience the most advanced and accurate golf simulators in the world at X Golf. A fun venue with great food, excellent service, and a full bar. You can play around on one of our 50 courses, take a lesson from our PGA pro, hit the driving range, join a league, or just sit back and sip a beer on the outdoor patio. Book your tee time today at playxgolf.com. X Golf Columbus and X Golf Powell, the home of indoor golf.
Lanny went to college and racked up huge debt.
A little bit over $100,000.
For a degree he couldn't use? Now what?
I had a friend that went to my computer career and they talked to me about it.
He was done in just months.
I did do it online.
They even helped him get hired immediately after graduation.
One of the things I love about IT is that you can work from anywhere you want.
You could become an IT pro in just months with zero experience at My Computer Career.
It worked for me, and I know it can work for you.
It's not rocket science. It's mycomputercareer.edu.
Are you ready to turn your passion for media into a career? Ohio Media School is the place for you. With hands-on training in radio, television, sports broadcasting, and digital media, you'll gain the skills and experience you need to succeed. Don't wait. Classes are starting soon. Visit beonair.com and take the free assessment to get started. Enroll today and take the first step towards your dream career. Ohio Media School. Your future in media starts here. Visit beonair.com. beonair.com. Enroll now.
A system for every home and every budget with Logan Services 55th anniversary sale. Replace your air conditioner and save up to 55% on a qualifying Trane furnace. And take action with financing. 0% APR financing for 72 months. It's hard to stop a Trane. Estimates are free and next day installation is available now. So schedule your appointment online. We're the home of fast, friendly service, Logan Services.
At Baths R Us, we're terrible roofers. We stink at installing siding. And don't ever call us for your kitchen remodel. But if you want a stunning, beautiful bathroom makeover in just 2 or 3 days, now that's when you want to call us. See, unlike most contractors these days, we offer only one service, bathroom remodeling. We don't spread ourselves thin by doing roofing or siding and a bunch of other stuff. Nope. At Baths R Us, we dedicate every company resource into mastering the craft of bath transformations. It's why we're the Midwest's biggest 5-star family-owned bathroom company. And it's why we have the happiest customers. Just check out our Google reviews. Baths R Us. We're terrible roofers, but we're awesome bathroom remodelers. Right now, get $1,500 off a shower or tub replacement or $3,000 off a full bathroom remodel. Plus, low to no monthly payments. Call 380-225-BATH to schedule your free estimate or go to bathsrus.com. Baths R Us, where dreams soak in.
Broadcasting